Maybe I should start doing a ASMR day trading live stream show. Just- I'm seeing if the dogs are gonna start getting weird. Oh, that got him up. That got him up. You just stay. You just stay right there. All right. I guess not. You see the tail? See the tail? That thing's dangerous. All right. Welcome to the next installment of Money Mike's day trading live stream. Look at that. Engulfing green candle. Bam, down. This thing is fickle today. We're going to stay away from that one. That crazy pump this morning that went nowhere. Just. This is Nixie. I've been watching this one for a while. It's a crazy pump that went nowhere over in. These are 1 minute candles. Yeah, over in less than 10 minutes. That's just ugly. And this thing's been doing pretty good. You know, she's trying to get above $1. Like, in all intents and purposes, this this pattern is actually very nice. And we'll keep that one on the back burner. This is the current major holding. As you can see, we're down 158. I own 33. We got a market buy plugged in at 2222. 3. No, I said too many threes. That's neither here nor there. So the big boy today has been this one, 80TX. Oh, this one's just been, it's so scammy. It's so scammy. You know, look at this. It cratered on Thursday afternoon. So, I mean, if you had the cojones to buy then, good for you. That's a beautiful trade. I mean, you're already at 4 times your money. You know, not financial advice, but get the hell out. And we got this scammy thing right here, the GD Culture Group, headquartered in Jersey City, but I highly doubt it's actually really headquartered in Jersey City. Let's be honest. This company is just not looking good. And you can see the kind of people that are buying this company. Yeah. I think today's one of those days. If I'm going to find something decent, I'm going to have to go down the chart a ways. These volume numbers are not accurate. Actually, check that. That seems crazy for 9 a.m. on a Monday. Yeah, it isn't. It is not true. Jeez. Robinhood, what are you doing? The actual volume for today alone is 437 million on ADTX, 369 million on the GDC. INLIF is 59 million, 43 million, 41 million, so on and so forth. I don't understand what's happening there. Unless they're adding the totals of the last 2 trading days together. That part has not reset yet. Hopefully it'll reset at 9:30. I mean, overall, not super important. Oh man, my mic stand wants to come off the freaking desk again. I'm gonna have to freaking screw this thing down. Put a screw right through that thing, man, and we'll never go anywhere. So I'm going to go down the line. Let's go to the biotech. Stock has recently experienced elevated. All right. Very good. Medical device company based out of California. Insiders are buying. Short interest is low. They don't make money. There's no news articles. So let's Google that. Tenon Medical. Why is this thing pumping? Registers resale shares. That's what happened today. Registers the resale of 6.2, 6.3 million shares of common stock. And they will not receive any more proceeds. These are shares that have already been issued. Uh, 2.2 million warrants exercisable at $1.16 a share. So you're basically, there's your built-in. So post-offering outstanding shares would only be 17.8 million. So that's not crazy. And the warrant is 116. But still, that's interesting. All right. So this is what's Sky Quarry? I mean, this is an interesting name. Energy solutions, recycling of waste asphalt shingles, and remediation of oil saturated sands and soils. Ooh. Huh. Oh. Refinery begins operations. Insider slightly buying. Short interest is about 25%. This is an interesting one. Let's look at price history. Ooh. 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 It's up a good 46 cents right now. I would love to see a little bit of a pullback. All right. And then, of course, RCAT. I told you guys about this one. Should have bought at 4 a.m. I'd be up 20 cents a share right now. Can't do that with Robinhood. All right, we are. Let's get Sky Quarry in here. All right. So just looking at short-term price action. We want to quantify. Always go Wix. Yeah. Oh, man. See, I would love to see a drop to the 618 here. A drop to 145 after open would be cool. A drop to the 764, a drop to 134 would be amazing. This is just news that their refinery is going to be open in Nevada in July. Nothing too crazy, but there hasn't been a ton of volume on this, and the shorters they have been hitting it. You know, obviously this low. This would be all right. Didn't quite get to the 0.5, but if I just went with the bodies of the candles, it probably no, it still wouldn't have gotten to the 0.5. Not jumping in this close to market open. Like if you're gonna do anything pre-market, you basically want to find something that's surging between 4 and 5 a.m. Jump in there before the move is really fully made. Especially something like this, which has been popping off for just insane volume for over a week now. Something like that is going to be a beautiful opportunity pre-market, which is exactly what it was today. Computer did something weird after I left the house. I left it on. I didn't leave any crazy. I just had Robinhood up. But every once in a while, I mean, the thing was hot, which was weird. And it doesn't seem to be the CPU that's getting hot. It seems to be the GPU, which is unfortunate. Because all my that would mean that I'd have another ASUS component, basically, that's having issues. And I went Republic of Gamers with everything. I think my power supply. Oh yeah, it's a Republic of Gamers titanium ASUS. That thing blew up. Unfortunately, I was hoping that there was redundancies to keep that power from getting downstream, but it might be fully plausible that the GPU got some damage in that incident. Everything functions great when this thing's clocked up, but for some reason, when it's just running normally, it'll just shut down and then go into boot menu and don't have to do anything. Just turn it off, turn it back on, and it functions normally again. But when I booted it back up, it could have just been an error in the thermostat, but it literally said the GPU temp was at 50 degrees Celsius, which anybody who knows computers, they know that's nothing. You can safely run a GPU at 75, 80 degrees Celsius. Not necessarily the CPU, but definitely the GPU. And yeah, that was just strange. It's back down now, but I am going to do some things to this to hopefully improve cooling and just clean it up. Clean up the inside, replace the 120 millimeter fans with 140 millimeter fans. I'm gonna go for the top of the line Noctuas that are supposed to be better than all the other ones. We're gonna switch the way the PC cools. Nobody's you guys might not care about this, but I think it's interesting. So basically right now my PC is sucking air in from the top and the back, and it shoots it out the front this way. Because my PC faces the computer and it's down here. So the tempered glass panel is out. But based off of the research that I've done and everything else, I'm thinking we're going to be sucking air in from the sides. Hello? This is him. I'm good. You? 3:45 tomorrow instead? Okay, yeah, that's fine. No problem. Sounds good. You too. All right. Chiropractor moving my appointment around. It's a conspiracy. Yep. Yep. I'm actually starting to like Nixie. Starting to like it. Can't help myself. All right, let's test most recent lows, most recent highs. What are we looking at here? We hit the 0.5. We didn't hit the 618. 764. A bounce off $1 would be beautiful. It even goes under. If it goes under a little bit, the problem with that is the mental thing with traders, especially NASDAQ stocks not maintaining their minimum bid price. But yeah, this is where we're at. I was really hoping for an Avant pop. Avant. Dude, what is your problem? Two employees. Nice. Its costs are low. Short selling is minimal. See my average cost on this thing. Most of your Bitcoin stocks are up. You're probably wondering, hey, Money Mike, why are the Bitcoin stocks up? That's why. That is why. Bitcoin is back to 65,000. I thought it was going to make this move over the weekend. It actually dropped on Sunday. Futures, Bitcoin over the weekend. As we get closer to futures, boom, Bitcoin dropped right to the level that the futures were trading at when futures started trading. Yesterday at 8 p.m. Sunday, Eastern Standard Time. UTC +4, -4. One of the fours. Equalized out at the beginning of futures trading, and then literally it's been a rocket ever since. I mean, it rocketed up yesterday. It definitely dropped to around the 64,000, a retest of new support, or a testing of new support. Definite SR flip going on there. And then now we're up to 65,000. Not substantially above 65,000 though. So this right here is actually resistance and not support. Because remember these levels, especially here, in a bearish market like we're experiencing, these aren't necessarily, and because you have dollars, euros, God, what are they? Looney Toonies, Canada. Because you have so many different currencies going into Bitcoin, you won't necessarily see nice round numbers like you will with the stock market, because they trade in dollars in the stock market, especially like the indices and stuff. So you won't see those nice round numbers with Bitcoin. Like you won't see it go right up to 65,000 and then stop because of all the different currencies trading on Bitcoin. So, but this is resistance. This is a big old frowny face starting. It's a round top if I ever done seen one. I'm not seeing an inverted head and shoulders anywhere. We are seeing a V-shaped correction. All right, we're popping up above 65,000, which is brilliant. To have this thing move almost 2 G's in the past day since open at midnight, but 2 G's. Where is it? Right here. 63,255. So about 2 G's from that pullback on Sunday. That's crazy. I mean, you see something like this, and then you want to see some sideways trading here. Most likely, you're going to get a bull flag up. I can show you. Which chart do I want to get rid of? I can get rid of the Avant chart. I'm going to be following that one regardless. And I don't really need to do the technical analysis on Avant, because you know what we're going to be doing on Avant. It's called the hope and pray that everything happening with cryptocurrency right now sends that bad boy up. So this is what we're seeing right now. Like, all right, yeah. See, this is a perfect way to show you here. Everyone knows I use arrows here. So we had this bull flag, right? So then you get the cone. Your golden triangle action here. And then, all right, that's son of a bitch. That's good enough. And then what you do, it's not quite the same parabolic move, but 65.5 was where I had for a price target this weekend. Obviously, it did not do that. But I'm thinking, you know, 65.5 today will be nothing for this thing. This market book is crazy. You can watch it go. This is wild. So, obviously, we're going to be really testing this 65 region. I expect to see some sideways trading or maybe even another little dip. Because you see, when it ran yesterday, it ran up hard. But then it dipped, and you get your sideways trading. So let's say, you know, we're not going to get the move that we really want. It's not going to blast off even more from here. We're going to get some sideways trading. It'll probably trade in this funnel. And the best we could hope for is that once it reaches this inflection point, if it stays within these ranges, that we get another bop, bop. That'll be, you know, later today after the markets close. So really, theoretically, the best thing Bitcoin can do for me at this point is just trade sideways, right around 65,000. I'm not seeing anything substantial on the order book. Granted, these are probably just Robinhood orders. I can't imagine Robinhood is giving me the order book for everything out there. This, though, might be the entirety of the order book across multiple exchanges, but I highly doubt it because of the decentralized nature of Bitcoin. Yeah, we're really hanging on at that 65,000. As you can see, this is the new top of the range. So, I mean, obviously, any deviation towards the upside, all that goes out the window. We're going to have to draw some new lines. But you see these volume candles, the big ones, they're all green. You get one big red one here, but you see that did almost nothing to price. And that's a lot of what's happened with Bitcoin and why it shows such resilience right now is that a lot of what's been dragging the price down has been highly leveraged short trades. So the way Bitcoin works, it blows up leverage accounts. You got to be careful trading Bitcoin with leverage. So what people will do is they'll trade a very small amount of their capital, put it into a short, crank that leverage up, you know. Oh, MicroStrategy just bought 520 more Bitcoin for another $34 million worth. They raised more capital. Yeah, that was 18 minutes ago though. This move already started happening. And if anything, I don't think 520 Bitcoin is going to do much. 34 million at a 1.25 trillion dollar asset. Is it 1.25? That's not fundamentals. You're just giving me a breakdown. I want to see the market cap here. All right. See, when I go here, look at this. Overnight, 30-day average, fundamentals. Oh man, look at that market cap. Come on, Robinhood. Come on. All right. So I don't think it's gonna maintain that 65K, but I do think we're gonna stay in the top of this range. I think even just trading sideways will keep us out of that range. And remember, this is the range from yesterday, from last night. This is how it acted. So if we can get like I said, if we can get sideways, just stay sideways today, right around the $65,000 level, life is good. Obviously, we're going to be watching this one. Not a ton of volume. Where's my volume at? 65K. Not a lot of volume. But we should have an AK coming out. Oh, I'm really thinking about buying more. But at the same time, it might be better to go off for a different opportunity here. And see what all these bad boys are doing. Getty Images. I don't know why, but I kind of like Getty Images. I'm always partial to biotech, so Tenon Medical. Problem with them is they're selling shares. They're reselling shares. All right. Time to turn off some alarms. That's crazy. 3 minutes apart. Who does that? I do that. That's who. Me. We're gonna wait to open. Shut up. This was the one I shouted out. Let's see what Beam Global's doing. A whole lot of nothing. So this is the one that I shouted out yesterday as a good opportunity for today. Oh, the director, Paul Funk II, sold all of his direct common shares on June 11th. That's crazy. That is crazy. That is not a good. No. I don't like that at all. Unless he's planning on leaving the company and they're going to bring someone else in, which is the only reason. It's a hype pop because of the drone use. It's also a decent pattern here. It's a decent chart. That's crazy. Not liking it. Probably just going to full send this thing today. Let's be honest. I mean, Bitcoin's running. This company just listed a couple weeks ago. Cratered down from $11.50 a share at their listing price to sub-dollar. Oh, if they trade sub-dollar for 10 days, in which we're not even close to that. I think June 16th was the first day they lost $1, so it's only been sub-dollar for a couple days. I don't know what that sound was. And then even on June 17th, we closed at above $1. So June 17th would literally be the day. What was that noise? It came from my computer. It's only 9:26. Oh, hey. It was a chat in the stream. Yeah. I need to shave my bald ass head. Does anyone else check their hats for spiders before they put them on? I just feel like if I was a spider, I would chill in a hat. So, like, I'll grab a hat like this that's been sitting on my desk for possibly a week or two, tucked in there away, and just, take a peek inside real quick. To make sure there isn't a spider in there. I don't know why I like Getty Images. Stop with this elevated investment risk, Robinhood. I do not like that you do that to me. What do you think I am? An idiot? It's up 80 cents in one day. Why? 1,650 employees? That's crazy. Oh, OpenAI deal. Do they make money? They do technically make money. It's not much. They do have quarters that are negative, but they just signed a deal with OpenAI. That is why I was gravitating towards them. Yep. RCAT is tanking, which honestly is pretty good. But the upside to this company without war is not good. Ooh. 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 I like it. I like the stock. We had a drop to the 764. Insane jump this morning. Looks like that happened right at 4 a.m. We're definitely going to be keeping an eye on that one. All right. Bitcoin drop. That's not good. I mean, Nixie I still like. That's some nice patterning right there. There we go. Markets are open. VOT definitely popping off. Bitcoin engulfing green candle, maybe? Maybe? Shut up. Oh, yeah. That'll be an engulfing green candle. Yep. That means probably going to the upside. It's funny to wait at the 9:30 to do that. Getty, we're looking for a drop. Getty, we are looking for a drop. I mean, technically, this is kind of like an inverted head and shoulders situation. And watch the order book over there on the left side of your screen. On the left side of our screen. Because for some reason, it's not gobbling up those cells. Those cells are still there. So I do not think this thing is just going to keep going up if we have all these cells on the book. And I mean, it's gobbling them, but there's like more buys going in at the same level. You see the buy is growing. Still, it's a little dicey right now. Got to have patience in this situation. Avat. And big green candles, but not a lot of relevant price action. To go along with it. It's a very choppy chart. Very thin on the volume, but I mean, like, you had this and then drop. So it's kind of scary to see that. So you have this, but as you can see, it's like orders start getting thin, volume goes down, price goes down to match the volume. So remember, unless you're getting an engulfing green candle, that is typically the only time that I break my rules about waiting after 9:30 to buy. Let's check out the screener. Let's refresh it. Maybe they got the volume situation fixed. No. That volume situation is still scuffed. 2 days of volume added up together. But see, like Sky Quarry, a little bit of a pullback. T-Non Medical, that one obviously kept running through open. Oh yeah, she's running an open. I think what we're going to see there is a double top. People are just buying it open. I mean, the resell of the shares, they're purposely not giving you the price that they're reselling the shares at. So this could be from a previous offering where the shares were at a much higher price. And now they're doing a resell of shares that they potentially already offered. And the price action does look like dog doo-doo. Basically a double top. That's what it's resembling. careful out here, people. Sky Corey's dipping. That's dipping. Avat is not dipping. Can't see myself buying more of this today. Bitcoin lost the 65,000 zone, which is fine. Now it's back up above 65,000. As long as it kind of maintains, life is good. Part of me just wants to go full ape into Avat. And then you see here. Yep. We're at the 764 now. We're bouncing off the 764. You got a big buy wall at $1, but it was too much gain in pre-market to maintain after the market opens. And that's a touch to the 764. That is a 764. Why are you beeping at me? I didn't buy anything. Oh, what up? Turn my mic up. Turn my mic up. My mic's all the way up. I can turn the gain up. But then you'll hear me breathing. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the mic. I mean, I'm obviously not speaking clearly enough. But what's up, brother? Who are you, user KP5YQ2TE3R? I feel like I know you. So I don't know what's been going on. I don't know if it's a Streamlabs thing. I don't know if it's... I can check the volume. Sit closer. I'm on top of the mic, my guy. You want to get closer to the camera? You want to see some stuff? You want to see some pimples? Some zits? But yeah, so this is directional mic. I always want to speak into the front of it, as my buddy who does sound engineering told me. I just don't know exactly. I know that it's a weird thing, man. The mic has sounded William. Nice. Long time no talk, bud. Are you still over there working for our friends? I'm not gonna shout out any company names, but you still working over there? 'Cause my dad got a job there. Oh, it is hilarious. Now my dad works for them. Hello. Yeah. So the people me and you used to work for, my dad got a job over there, which is hilarious. I think he's basically project managing or whatever, but I'm obviously not going to throw any names out there, you know. I like anonymity. I'm trying to check the sound levels myself. All right. So it seems like turning the gain up and stuff. I know I can turn the gain up in Streamlabs too. I believe it's a filter. Yes, it's a filter, so I can turn the gain up a bit here, so I don't have to talk so loud. 'Cause yeah, that should really be substantially louder now. All right. All right, that's better. I don't want to have to, you know. Yeah, you're not working there anymore? Yeah. You are like a OG top fan of the channel. when I look at you, you got the crown, man. You were #1 fan. William, #1 fan. Oh, yeah, man. I got sick of working. Get rid of this gain. I got sick of working commercial construction, so I took a couple weeks off. I just needed the time off. All right, Bitcoin is running now. And I'm just taking a couple weeks off here in day trading and basically seeing if I can't do this for a living. The first week was dog crap. It was no good. I'm pretty good at predicting where the market's going overall, but getting small stocks, you know, like this one's right at the 764. I like it. It's got a lot of selling pressure here, though. Not a lot of buying support. You took 3 months off. Nice. Nice. Kind of jealous. I don't think I could do that. I like to think I could do that. Yeah, this is not looking great today. Not looking great today. Mondays are kind of is that kind of day. It's kind of blah. Volume is starting to pick up on the buy side. This is the 764, so this analytically speaking, TNA, technical analysis, with my calculations and yeah, I'm gonna definitely, this thing should be turning around and going to the upside now, yeah. Quantifying price support and I want to see. So this is at 125. There's a $130,000 sell order. That's at 125. That's why we see it stalling out here. I gotta see it start to gobble those up. Someone's putting sells lower. I do see volume picking up on the buy side now. Like, this could be the turnaround moment. It's OpenAI partnership. That's big. What exactly it means, who knows? That OpenAI, Getty Images is letting OpenAI use their picture library, which is good, I guess. What are they getting out of it? Now, if they had that in the press release, like Getty Images will be getting shares of OpenAI, this thing would probably be already back to $2 a share right now. Oh, we're getting into go time here. 9:45. We got to pick something. I'm not picking trash either. We're not going with unsubstantiated hype stocks. You know, there is T non-medical, which did not double top. It rocketed right through that. That is some red flag action right there. As the dip came at 9 a.m. pre-market. This is just manipulation at its finest. Could be shorts covering. It's hard to say. I mean, Avalanche Treasury is forming a nice pattern. And I'm already into that. Typically, the way I day trade is, you know, you go all into one stock. So you don't have too much to worry about. But obviously today, because of the new capital injection this morning that I had with the portfolio, we might just be, and I like the fact that we saw a bottom. I like the fact that we're starting to go up. I would have really liked to see the volume on this candle match the volume here, which it did not. See that? And then, you know, a green candle that basically rips right back, same size or bigger than this one. That would be a 100% buy signal on price action alone. Right now, this is not looking good. The order book is stacked to the sell side. It's slowly gaining. It does look like it's going to take off here shortly. But it's just not strong. It's just not strong. It's going to have it has a ton of resistance right now too. And then once it gets to $1.50, forget about it. But I'd love to see that dollar. This has to be $1.29 over to $1.50. I'd love to see those just get gobbled up. We also want to avoid chasing. Yeah, see, if you look at the over here, the asks on the bids are small compared to every single time the ask shows up, you're looking at thousands of shares. The bids, usually in the hundreds. So look at 12,000. See, what we want to see is, if anything, is the opposite. And we're just not seeing that. It is battling down here. In the 125 region, that is changing up. Yep. See it change in the 123, 124 here. And that's when you start getting the bit. Oh, geez. Oh, boy. Yep. And there we go. That turned that freaking sell order turned that entire candle red. Yeah, it's really not what we want to see. Bitcoin's well over 65K. Avat, it's not doing well for us. GPUS was dropping, but I wonder, 2 weeks in a row, can we really have 2 weeks in a row of one stock just killing it? Like, look at this drop from the highs on Friday. And I mean, it hit 55 cents trading up here. It says 47. That's just where it closed. That 1 hour candle closed. But we hit close to 60 cents that day. Bitcoin's running. This guy's down 10 cents. Oh, $300 million at the market equity offering. That'll do it. That'll do it. That's a great way to tank your stock. Yeah, we might have to go deep into the chart. I would say if it news driver alone, I think Getty Images has the best news. Sky Quarry, I would say, is a close second. Price action. You see, this one's dropping too now. They kind of all look like doo-doo in price action. Just straight up pile of doo-doo. See, here we got 119. I'd love to see boom. That's still up 100% today. And is this something where we can see a 300? Oh, snap. Oh, snap. All right. So let's say I don't want to buy the July 7th expiration too. So I don't want to buy a bunch of shares for $1.25. Right? I don't want to buy a bunch of shares for $1.25. I think I might have just found a way to make a bunch of money off this week. So 10. 20's fine. All right, those are filled. So each contract is $1,000. So it's basically like buying 10,000 shares at $1.50. Right? If this thing runs this week with this OpenAI partnership, life is good. Now, we have this crypto trade. What are we at? 3,333 shares. So let's add. All right, let's bring our total to 4444 on those. Now, do I want to sell these puts? That is the question. I can sell $1 puts for 15 cents. That would mean I'll be able to sell 50 contracts at $15 a piece. Net myself a $750 gain, but that'll be several weeks that I'll have to wait. Nah, that's fine. I already put my bet on that. GPUS is starting to pop up. But, so now I have a bet on Getty. So if Getty runs crazy, it's like I no longer have to worry about this. Basically, I'm in on 10,000 shares. So if it runs crazy up over $1.50, I'm good. I mean, if it even makes a run at $1.50 this week in general because of time decay, because of time value on options, I'll be able to jump out of those with a profit. But those are good to July 17th. I could have bought the $1 calls at a higher price, but basically that's only $200 for a runner, And, you know, if this thing does do something crazy, like go to $2 today, you know, that's I'll be 400% my money, something like that. See, it's like trying to break out of this swing trading habit that I have and actually get in to the whole day trading side of things is it's definitely difficult for me. But I'm also not liking what I'm seeing here on Monday. And therefore, it's like kind of just want to make a small bet. Just want to make a small bet. And then maybe find a crypto-related opportunity here. Yeah, because see, Getty Images is dipping a little bit more even now, which is fine. It's such a small amount that I put in there that we could actually double down, or we could get some $1 calls, add some of those up too. But yeah, I'm not liking it today. Not liking it today. Bitcoin's beautiful. Might just I already had that up. Like, I might just go all in on Avant. Not gonna lie. There's no options collateral. We have 7,000 in cash. So I might just go full port into Avant. Set myself a decent stop loss so I can bail. Let's check the watch list. Oh, Cellus Life Sciences is pumping today. Let's see. Regentis looks like it's pumped a little bit. So we got biotech. All the Bitcoin stuff is doing well. All right, let's check biotech. PAC-B is not doing well. Gain Therapeutics, novel Parkinson's treatment. Another one I've been watching. This one is starting to run. What do we got for options? Some more July 17th options. $2 calls for 20. This thing does have a hard time getting over 2. I wonder what'll happen if we push the expiry date out. They get way too expensive. I think these, if anything, $1 ask price. That's crazy. Who's paying for that? Nobody's paying for that. It's a pipe dream. Yeah, I think this is one of those days, you know. So this is interesting. I can't see any of these
being a viable day trade today. It's just not everything I'm seeing right now. And I know the indexes are in outflow, even though the price is slightly up on all of them. That could be just because of Bitcoin. The indexes are on an outflow. I'm into a crypto stock already. So I should be able to, get gains off of that alone. I can't see, I don't see an opportunity here that I am comfortable jumping in on. We just don't have the greatest of news. I already jumped in on one. We're dipping at the moment, but we lost the 764, but we might bounce off of the 881. But I mean, either or, my bet is good to July, and it's such a small amount of money. So I can get that back by selling puts as we get closer to that date, and basically it'll turn into a combination trade with which I will only be taxed on the profit of that. Now, I do need to get a day trade in. I need to do a day trade every day. We're not even getting down to the 764 on this. The order book is thin. They do have that at the money. You see how it lost this trend? Bitcoin did exactly what I thought it was going to do. It ripped out of that. Green candles, and then this bearish. It's weird when you get such thin volume like this. It's and disregard that line. It's weird when you get a pattern like this, because you see this drop here on this wick to 84, and then we got here 84. It's kind of like a double bottom. It's the problem with the thin orders like this bouncing back and forth on these large spreads, and some of this probably happened pre-market or post-market. It's really hard to get a handle on this. And my instinct is telling me not to put everything into that stock. Bitcoin's now dropping, so watch. The GPUS is not. I'm telling you, this is a rough one. This is a rough one here. Getty's got such a high market cap already that I basically need that to double to $1 billion market cap. So we basically need them to announce, hey, we're getting shares of OpenAI in this. This is day trading for you. We hit the 764 too. Oh boy. And then see these engulfing candles. The order book. Ooh, it's fat up there too. So probably won't get over $1.50 right now, but all it takes is a couple market orders. And you're basically getting a line here now. It doesn't correspond with any, inefficiencies, and there really isn't any on this chart. So that's nice. This is all this price action. What do we got for fundamentals? Market cap of 7 million. Oofda. It's a good one. It's a good one. And we can buy with margin. So I can use some margin. So right now I'm looking for a drop to 145. So basically I'm looking for 2 small red candles because we're running 5-minute candles right now, which for day trading you don't want to do. Day trading, we want to run these 1-minute candles, and that is a cup and handle. Bull flag, I'm seeing a solid bottom right around here, right around 146. Nice solid bottom. It's no, I don't like it. The thinning of the volume, the price action, the fact that the biggest volume is on the downside, not the upside. You see this volume here, you only got a little bit of a boom, but then you get all this selling volume here and just tank it right down. It's not something you want to see. Oh, it's so unfortunate. And obviously, I took a trade today. Come on, Robin Hood. That's the Bitcoin chart on number 2. So obviously there's a lot of... Oh. This thing's popping back up. We need that. Well, that's what we want to see. That engulfing green candle. You see, we had some of them. Green candle, red candle, green candle, red candle. I'm not, red candles, green candle. It's happening on minimum volume, though. Yep. Here it goes. We're bouncing off the 618 right now. And we went down to the 764, and now we're on the 618. That's usually a good sign. Yep, right up there it is. There it is. Question is, are we looking at double top situation? It doesn't like loading that Bitcoin chart. There's just so much data on that Bitcoin chart. Oh, an avalanche just letting me down. Just letting me down right now. It's really unfortunate. Yeah, the sell's right there. The order book, just a big old sell wall here between $1.50, $1.75. Ton of resistance. Is it going to battle through it? Is it going to battle through it? It might. It just does not look good. Yeah. We did it. Automatically punch in the market sell just in case. I saw the volume's coming in. It started popping off. We went up above that double top level. So basically it's signaling, hey, we gonna run. Or at least the volume's coming in. It immediately fell apart. We didn't get into $1.52. Even so, these red candles aren't horrendous. They're mostly wick. Oh, this one's really not forming a body. Well, we got 3 red candles in. I'm ready to just jump out immediately if I need to. It's just a habit I have. I don't know if it's good or bad. I don't really care. Because that's how I try to save my capital. The bids are good size. I have to say, the bid's at $1.50 coming in right now. 20,000 shares. Right now, the sells are only in the hundreds. So we still have thousands of shares coming in on the buy side. should have some buy support now at $1.50. I mean, they're going to get gobbled up because we're trading in that range and it's brand new. Well, we are getting sell pressure now. But market buys must be coming in. Yeah, the order book is starting to get kind of thin, but they're happening fast. It's small amounts of shares being traded fast. You know? So now we're putting in $1.50 stop. All right? Now we're putting in a stop at break even. All right. I lost the plot. We lost the plot. But I made $1.16. That's how it's done, people. $1.16. Yeah. That's right. You wish you were this good. Yeah, so basically I didn't like anything today. I needed to get in on something for a day trade. And I did. There we go. You saw it here first. There's my pattern day trade for the day. Obviously, we're down because of a VOT. I might, I got dry powder for that, so I might, jump into that. But let's see, is there options for Regentis yet? No. I do like this: 429, 437, 436. Kind of like a double top there. I do like this chart. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. I've been watching this one for a long time. Long before it did all of this. So you got to think right now the volume weighted average price is probably somewhere around $7, something like that, for the past month. And it might be dragged down. We might be trading at the VWAP right now, which is volume weighted average price. I mean, this is good because it didn't wipe out all of this gain, and then we immediately ratcheted back up. So you see the range is tightening. It's just like, where's it gonna go next? So I might take a trade on this. I don't like the spread. 432 to 440. This is like a limit order special. Might take a trade on this. I'm gonna watch it for a while. Come on, load the Bitcoin chart. Thank you very much. Oofta. We're going to need a bounce here. 100%. We're going to need basically an SR flip on the 65,000 range here. Are we going to get it? Because obviously 65.5 was what I called for the weekend. It didn't happen until today. I was wrong, but also right. Still, I think this thing's going to be a slow burn to 80 grand this summer. I think we're going to go to 80K this summer. I think we're going to get the first September in a long time where Bitcoin actually drops. It might be the first September ever that Bitcoin's dropped. but I think that's what we're going to see in September. So I think we're going to have that steady rise to 80. I think we're going to get a modest drop in September. I mean, like 75, 72K. And then a lot of chop. But I think the bottom's in. I think the bottom's 59,000. It's just, yeah. The amount of money it takes to move this thing, even on the sell side, we would need some kind of news to drop. So, yeah, we're starting to lose the range. I'm just not seeing the opportunities. In a VOT, I'm glad that I did not put everything into a VOT. Info labels. So this is an investment risk. So I think this one has a massive pop imminent. This is a swing trade. We are not day trading that. I already made my day trading money for the day. $1.16, yo. I got 2 Robinhood Legend charts open. All right. Yeah, Mondays are not great. And obviously some days, basically, it's going to be about just not losing money. Now, don't get me wrong. That stock was... definitely that stock could definitely pop off today still. See, obviously we're down on a VOT, but I'm 100% not worried about that one. So it could pop off still. It might do an, basically turn $1.50 into the new support. Actually, I'm not seeing what I want to see from any of these. The news on Getty's the best, so I like that. We're in on that one, the options. So basically, just targeting, a run on the open market back up to $2. That's basically what that target is. That would be minimum income of 150%. But it's a tiny bet. And just everything else is dog doo-doo. Looks like trash. Ooh. Yep. Nope. Stay away from the Chinese garbage. I'll say it. Yeah, so Sky Quarry was the pick. Obviously, my entry point was not great. I should have got in at $1.44, $1.45 when I came on it. This one will probably run. It's actually looking pretty good, price action and stuff. So you live and you learn. Didn't lose money. And we still got Getty. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do that. But we're into this one today now. Average cost is 93 cents in this account. I think the average cost is about $1 in the other account, the small account, which is getting hammered right now. I started with 500, and now I got 454. Expert trading action here. I got my day trade in for the day. We got out with $1.16. Paid for 25% of this coffee. They're not a sponsor. They just have cheap espresso. All right. Positive again. And then you know me, I am constantly watching the markets, so I might find a different opportunity that I like. So I might jump in on something. There's like no time priced into this right now. If I sold puts, I would just be selling the 250 puts. So I'd get $80 per $1,000, which is not great. 8%, but 8% in a week. And then if it does go up over 250 and Bitcoin keeps going up this week and this goes up over 250, you basically get to keep all that money. So 80 times 7 is $560 for the whole week. That's not great. That is not great, I shall say. Yeah, not a great day. I do like this one too. That is some bull flag action. So like right now this dip to $1.55. Can we get $1.53? Like right now would be a great time to buy this. So you got your move. We have a retest at $1. This was under $1 previous. So this thing's making its way back up to compliance. It's in compliance territory now. But because that's so brand new, you got to be careful. This is massive insider buy via grant or award. Market value of $480 million on the 10% owner. Whew. It's not even. Is he on the board? Short interest is down. So that's the earnings. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what this company is, but that's day trade only, but it does look nice right now. Not gonna lie. Sky Quarry also looked nice. That would have been the one to get in at $1.45. Getty does not seem like it's doing good anymore. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it was definitely Sky Quarry. That's going to be the one. See, this is so weird to me. It's like, how can you say you have a market cap of 8.16 million? Right? Then you go down here and 51 million shares, a market value of $480 million. That is not an $8 million market cap company. There's no way. This makes no sense if those shares are awarded. This is what you have to look out for. Average volume is 25 million too. Market cap 7.68 million? No. That's why this is day trade only. Oh yeah, it was Sky Quarry. Oh, that was definitely the one. I was in it too. I was in it. Oh, whatever. I mean, that was pretty good. I did pick the winner of the day. Um, Obviously from here, it's got to get over that predestined $1.85 support. If I had just a little bit more risk tolerance, I would have hung on to this thing. You know, we would have had a nice gain right here. But most people are gonna sit here. This is perfect, actually. To me, this is a win. I didn't make the money, but I picked the winner. Or I picked a winner. So that's great. Am I gonna chase? No. No, I'm not gonna chase. I'm gonna have faith that my swing trades are gonna play out, and I'm gonna make the money that I need to make this week. I'm definitely not gonna chase this now. You know, it would have been 20 cents a share at, what did I have? 7,777 shares. So every penny is $70. So it would have been a nice chunk of change, you know? And a lot of people, that's what they'll do. They'll get hung up on that fact. And it's like you just can't do that. At the price action at the time, what I was seeing was not great. And I had faith in my trade and my pick. You know, life would have been good. If I had got in when I first saw the opportunity, you know, life is great. But at this point, like, I picked the winner. I picked a winner. So you look at all these turn to trash. There's only one stock right now that's running, and it's the one I picked for a day trade. I didn't make the money, but I had, you know, the wherewithal to make that pick. And that might be the only reason it's running now. I don't know. I don't buy into that whole paranoia superstition thing. But basically, you know, we just got to hope tomorrow that we do get in on the big runner, you know, and we have the risk tolerance to stay in. That's all we can hope for. So that concludes the day trading live stream. Not a failure, not a success. You know, Mondays are fickle, and for me to have the ability to pick the biggest winner, that's good. It's good. If I was paper trading, there would be absolutely zero regret. I mean, all in all, whatever. I made $1.16. So, until tomorrow morning.